Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a gradient in Procreate, a step-by-step tutorial. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is open the Procreate application. So on your iPad, find your icon and click on it. We're immediately shown our gallery. This is where all of the work that we've done in Procreate is saved and stored. But I want you to focus on the top right corner. You'll see a plus symbol. Select it, and then right beneath it, you'll see your canvases. I'm going to select my YouTube canvas, which is 1920 by 1080. If you want to learn how to create your own custom canvas, I'll link the video above so you can take a look at that. I'm going to select the YouTube size. Using two fingers, I'm going to scale it down so I can see the whole canvas. I'm going to click on the color selector and I'm going to select a color. I'm going to select red. Then I'm going to go into the selection menu by clicking on the ribbon. You'll notice we have automatic, freehand, rectangle, and ellipse. We're going to select rectangle, and we're going to drag a rectangle from the middle of our canvas to the bottom, like this. And now we're going to drag and drop the color we just selected. Okay. Now we deselect, we're going to go into the magic wand, which is our adjustments menu. We're going to click on Gaussian blur, and from left to right till we are at 42%. Then we deselect, we go back into our layers menu, we turn off the background color, and you have just created your very first single color transparent gradient. You're ready to use. It's ready to use in your images and in your backgrounds. But let's take this a step further and create a two-color gradient. Let's go back into the menu with our layers, turn on our background, turn off layer 1, and create two new layers by pressing and clicking the plus symbol twice. Let's select layer 2. Let's go back into the color picker and select a different color. I'm going to pick this blue. We're going to go back into our selection menu, rectangle is selected, and we're going to go from the middle of the canvas down and then drag and drop. Deselect, go into menu 2, make sure you're on menu 2, go into our magic wand, Gaussian blur, left to right, 42%. There you go. You deselect. Now let's go into layer 3 and select a new color. I'm going to select the green. Close that out, go back into our selection menu, make sure it's rectangle, and then from the top toward the center of our canvas, about there, and then drag and drop our new color. Deselect, select the magic wand, Gaussian blur, left to right, 42%. Deselect, and as you can see, you have now created a two-color gradient. So let's take this a step further and do a three-color gradient. Back in our layers, we're going to merge layer 2 and layer 3 by pinching them together. So now you have one layer with a single gradient, and you have the layer above it, layer 2, with a two-color gradient. So now let's create 3 new layers. On layer 2, we're going to color pick a new color, and we're going to drag and drop and fill the whole layer. Now we're going to go into layer 4, pick a new color, we'll select this blue, go back into our selection menu, make sure rectangle is selected, make sure you're on layer 4, and let's create a selection at the bottom. Now we want some of this orange color to come through, so now just under the middle of our canvas and drag down, and now drop our new color. Deselect, magic wand, Gaussian blur, left to right, 42%, like so. Now we go back into layers, select layer 5, and then select a new color. I'm going to pick this hot pink. Now we're going to go back into the selection menu, make sure rectangle is selected, and from the top, just slightly And now pull and drop our new color. Deselect, magic wand, Gaussian blur, and from left to right, 42%. For this, I want some of the orange to come through, so I'm going to leave it at 30%. And I'm going to deselect. You have now created a 3-color gradient. We're going to go back into our layers, and we're going to merge layer 3, layer 4, and layer 5 by pinching them together. So now, on the screen, you have layer 3 with 3 gradients. Layer 1 has a single gradient, layer 2 has a 2-color gradient, and layer 3 has a 3-color gradient. So you know how to officially create gradients in Procreate. If you found this video tutorial helpful and useful, make sure to share, like, and subscribe to the channel. So now that we have created a 3-color gradient, I want to show you some cool things you can do with this. One of them is applying this gradient to text. So we're going to go to the color picker, select a dark color. So we're going to select black. We're going to click out of it. We're going to go into our wrench, which is our actions menu. And you'll notice that there is an add text option. From here, what we want to do is hit backspace and then enter any text you want. I'm going to add gradient. And I'm going to hit enter. We're going to go into our selection and we're going to slide this down. We're going to go back into our text by double clicking the text to select it all. And what we want to do first is the bounding box of our text, we want to make sure it's stretched right to the edge of our canvas. Now we're going to select the font. Ours is Impact. Select it and you'll see a brand new menu pop up at the bottom. On the left hand side, you'll notice that there is a font section. Pick whatever font you like. I'm going to stay with gradient. But then the third column has a design section which has a size, and we want to increase the size of our text until it's right at the edge of our canvas and select done. What we want to do now is move our text up. And now that it's at the center, deselect. We're going to go into layers, select our 3-color gradient, and then select the transform menu, which is the arrow at the top. At the bottom, we want to select freeform, and we're going to pull the color from the bottom up. And just enough to cover your text. And from the top, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drag it down just at the edge of your text. That's perfect. Then we're going to deselect. We're going to go back to our gradient layer, pick select. At the bottom, we're going to select invert. We're going to go back into our layers, turn off our text layer, select layer 3, select the wrench at the top left, which is our action menu, and then select cut. And now you have a gradient in your text. So now that you've seen this video, you know how to create a single color gradient, you know how to create a 2-color gradient, and you know how to create a 3-color gradient as well. And you know how to add a gradient to your text. If you like this video, make sure to share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Now let me show you the process of creating the cover for this gradient tutorial on Procreate. Enjoy! It's all fun and games until you have to save the world. That's what I was thinking when I was creating this character and doing this drawing. If you like this video, make sure to share, like, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, take care of yourself.